So I'm going to really have to start using my Clairvoyance EX because I'm going away to Florida for a gaming convention. It's related to charity, Gaming Community Expo. I'm going to that literally like right after anniversary starts, like probably a day or two after. So I need to get all my shit in order. I don't even know if I can do uploads while I'm there. Probably not. I don't have a laptop. So making videos is going to be an issue. I still don't even know how I'm getting JP accounts like with me there because again, no laptop. Probably gonna have to jailbreak this iPad or something. But I gotta start getting the backlog out. I shouldn't be taking days off, especially after I got my little break from double uploads. So let me start putting out videos so I actually have stuff to show on the channel while I'm away. Brynhildr is a servant that I reviewed more than a year ago. Talked about our tier list, but let's talk about her now. And first servant review after Oberon and Vich come out. I can feel good about this now. I can't say just hold off and wait for Oberon and Vich. I don't have to do that anymore. They're out in the game for both servers. People know about them. We're all Gucci now. I can start talking about servants more in a vacuum than the impending demise that so many people felt. If my quartz are like the average, I spent 1,800 quartz for 5 stars. Imagine how brutal this has been for other people. All right. Giant Elephant is like now out of the room for most people. Let's talk about other servants than just the big three. Brynhildr. Lots of different name. Brynhildr, Frida, or Sigdrifa. She has a lot of different names. And specifically, they don't say Kremhild because Kremhild is very specific to the German version of this tale, not the Norse. She is a servant that rightfully, I don't want to say rightfully, but like she is not competing in the current meta. She is definitely not a servant most people would be actively going for, me included. I like their story. I really like Brynhildr and Sigurd as characters. Gameplay wise, except for Summer I like, but not Lancer, Brynhildr, and Saber Sigurd. I just have too many problems with their kits to like give them a genuine summoning attempt. Maybe in the future when I have a little more disposable income. But yeah, no. These servants are for me. But they might be for you. Depends on your account. And if you like them, you like them. Summon for them now. Like we have Oberon and Vich now to make them shine. Base attack, it is very, I mean like this below the midpoint for 5-star servants of where their attack should be. Like literally 70, less than 70 attack on her. So I wouldn't worry about it. Her attack is okay. It's not that bad. But if you're looking for a main damage dealer, you probably can find another one. HP, at opposite side of the spectrum, this is very high. This is much closer to the like upper echelon of high HP for 5 stars. Definitely towards the higher end. Like once you go above 1500, that's when you know you're at good HP. Because like most 5 stars are at like 13,500 to 14,400. Like most of them are in that range. So her being a little tankier, it's okay. Star weight, star gen, these are normal Lancer numbers, and she has decent quick cards that are not bad, especially since she is a year 1 servant. Pretty much anything below 120 is year 1. She's actually looking pretty good. MP charge 1.07. Again, this is a good number. This is what Jack has. It's close to what Okita has. issue is only one arts card. You are severely encouraged to crit on it if you want good refund. Mighty Chains help out, but on NA, those are still a full year out. They could have. It was copium to expect to see that this year, but it is what it is. You gotta deal with it. They want to keep the metas somewhat the same. Servant coins already pushed the bar a little too much last year. 5-hit extra attack. Her hit counts look. They're not the most modern, but they're still modern-ish. Like the numbers line up correctly. She has decent enough generation for MP and stars. Oh, first skill. Like already, this needs a buff. Alright, and I can give you the direct comparison. I can fucking give you like multiple, like 2 other direct comparisons for this skill. Karna. Flat out better. This is year 1 game design at its peak. She has the same skill at a lower rank, so it gives her lower value. This skill needs a buff. This skill isn't even that good in the first place. It is very high value. This is better than a 50% mana burst. If you are MPing, you gotta preface that. If you're MPing, this is better than a mana burst. If you're not, you better have other buffs. But yeah, this, and unfortunately, that's not the only servant I know off the top of my head that has this specific type of skill. Arjuna has the same skill and at the same value. So this is number 1, and I'm going to keep this. I'm gonna note this because I'm doing a special kind of tier list of what type of buff servants need. Brynhildr is definitely going in the skill buff category, 100%. This does not fly in the modern era where they're normalizing all the buffs. They're not taking the lore into account. They're making the servants function how they should in a game, not in an RPG like how Fate likes to portray itself. So yeah, buff this. Make it 3 times 3 turns. That's the best buff I like. That's the best instance I can like ask for. Maybe make this 3 times flat, but make this 3 times 3 turns. That is the best I can offer for this, and also get the numbers up right. But yeah, she needs this skill buff because like this is her own damage. I'm pretty sure this is the only skill for her own damage. If it's already like lower than it should be, needs buff. Second skill has already been buffed. Reduces crit attack chance for 3 turns. 50%. This is. I'm surprised this was buffed first. Wait, what did they buff this to? Because this is actually like crippling. Oh, they gave her a battery so she can bust her farm. When is this? Does she already have this? Yeah, she got this like last year. Right? Yeah, she got this last year. I mean, sure. I guess it makes sense, but yeah, she can do 3 turn farming now. If you need a single target lancer, she can do 3 turn plus farming. Like slight advantage over Melisande because he hits really, really hard. Like, but she's a AoE. There are cases like having an AoE doing single target damage is a bad thing because the mechanics of the fight. You don't want to kill the ads. If you Melisande would be doing a very similar thing to Bryn. Like their damage, Melisande would probably have more damage because she can use Black Rail. But in instances where you don't want to be killing the ads, you might want this. I'm not saying summon for her for this, but this is something nice that she has that she can 3 turn because she is a single target. Third skill has also been buffed. Target allies star weight up 3000%. This isn't the full berserker star weight, but pretty much anyone that isn't a berserker, they get this, they're getting all the stars. Increase their crit damage for 3 turns and recovers HP. 40% crit damage is no joke. This skill was actually, this was shit. Holy fuck, this was bad. Now this helps Sigurd out. That is honestly the reason she got the skill buffed. I believe it's because Sigurd came out. Campaign 5, no. Campaign 5 was long before Sigurd. Campaign 5 was long before Sigurd. But they at least acknowledged that this was a shit skill. Magic resist B for 70.5% debuff resist. Oh, riding A. Oh, dang it. Riding A, quick performance up 10%. Divinity E for a little bit of tickle. The reason her divinity is so low is because she like defied Odin for Sigurd, so she lost her divinity. Appends. If you want to do like 3-turn cluster farming for a single target archer, you can with Bryn. Get mana loading, make it easier. Do I think she's the best at it? No. No. She needs this buff before you even think about doing that, because she has, this is the only offensive buff she will have. She does not drop stars herself. So yes, you're using her with yes, you are using her with Vitch, so the stars issue is not that much of an issue. But that's still only 2 turns. You would need to bring in Oberon. So you have to be popping those star bombs literally every single turn. You cannot just like pop the star bombs, like 2 of the star bombs at once. And you'd want to do that if you're finding a man attribute. You'd be wanting to pop the 2 Vitch star bombs on Bryn so that she gets the man power mod. Because that will come into play here. She can do pretty explosive damage if you are bringing her against her niche, which is one of the more confusing niches. Also, I'm very surprised she doesn't have Madness Enhancement EX, because she definitely should in the Lancer form. All right, MP, it has already been buffed. Damage to one enemy increases party star gen by 50% for 3 turns, and super effective damage to Brynhildr's beloved enemies. What is a Brynhild beloved? Brynhild beloved are servants that embody the concept of hero in Bryn's eyes. Obviously, the first one is Sigurd. But the list is kind of not exactly clear on what qualifies Brynhild beloved, because Gilgamesh Caster is here, but not Gilgamesh, who is an archer who she'd actually want. Thing is, there are a good number of archers that are Brynhild beloved, and these guys show up pretty often. Superine is a big one. I'm not saying he shows up often, but like he is someone you'd want to be able to nuke, just because of like how destructive this man can get. But yeah, Brynhild beloved, I'm pretty sure it's a hero by Bryn's standards, and it's not even just male, it's female too. Like Vargas is here, Zenobia is here. I honestly want to say like some of these, no, like I can't make statements of what Brynhild's beloved actually is. Yeah, no, don't get Klidge to explain it better, because I watched this video and wasn't. I don't even think Brynhildr fully knows either. I think they just throw the trade on just because. I could be wrong about that. I'm not that familiar with Bryn. I'll be honest. Go watch a lore video on her if you want more insight into her. I think Klidge does have a good video on it. I just can't remember everything about it off the top of my head. Ascension materials, we have hearts, seeds, proofs. Unfortunate. But I think they're part of the lotto. At least proofs are. I don't think seeds are. You need hearts, feathers, and dragon claw, talon of chaos. These are in the lotto, but those are definitely going to like Oberon or someone else. I think Oberon needs those right now. I'm in a mess right now for like what character needs what. After this lotto, I'm gonna be fucking good. I'm gonna be good for a while. Pens, proofs, lamps. Honestly, a pens look better. If it wasn't for these proofs, a pens would look better. But I mean, proofs I think are in the lotto too. So. Bond CE, Buster performance up and MP gen rate 10% while she's on the field. Wait for this skill to get buffed before you summon for Bryn. On this chart here, also where's this out? Okay. So, if you are fighting someone Brynhildr's beloved, her damage is pretty good. Her 3-turn damage is pretty good. It is better than Enkidu without his threat to humanity mod, which is significant. But it's not, oh wow, this is just like ridiculous damage. Without it, she's not doing that bad. She's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty good. Yeah, the damage isn't terrible. I just Concert you can kind of do it, and she like male gender is like easier to take advantage of than Brynhildr's beloved. The same with Tomomo Lancer. Like it's just easier. And I think both those servants just are either more accessible or they're more fan favorite servants. Brynhildr doesn't do so much more damage that she's like blowing the lid off Tomomo's niche. Like I think anti-male is just a stronger niche than anti-Brynhildr beloved. And I would make statements on that, but like anything you could say about this trait, you could probably say about males too. Like there are a lot of male sabers with this, but like there are only so many. Actually, like a lot of these archers too are actually male. The only 2 of the Brynhildr's beloved are not male. So you're trading damage, and it's mostly Brynhildr having this. It's mostly this because she has MP damage and it stacks with Oberon that she gets a little bit of an edge. But if you had to ask me which one would you choose, like single target Lancers are pretty strong. There's a lot of competition in this niche now, especially with Bhima. Like I would pick Bhima over Brynhildr's beloved for the potential damage just because he's more consistent. He has a better kit. Straight up. Yes, he's 2 years out from now for NA, but like this guy, he doesn't have niches, but he's just straight good. Brynhildr up star gen. He's like up star weight, but star weight and star gen, but like Buster's servants don't really need this anymore. I believe he also ramps up crit damage, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. After Bhima, Brynhildr needs a buff. He really needs a buff, and she needs like consistency. That is truly what she's lacking. She doesn't have her own consistency unless she's popping this on herself. And you can, it's just not. Yeah. She needs to get buffed. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.